All right. Now
Okay, here we go. We're getting started. I'm Brittany Larson, and all I can see is Marcia, but that's cool because I'm going to be zipping out of here anyway. So
Great.
this is the Teleart Gathering, and I'm super excited. Today it's about healing your money story to live your divine purpose. And we've got some really fun stuff lined up for you, and we're just gonna go with the flow. Now, she really goes by Marcia O'Regan, but you know, Facebook just likes to make it challenging, so she can't change her name. Anyway, hey, Stuart. I love Stuart shows up on live streams, and wow, what a great year you're going to have with all the cool stuff you got going on. Okay, guys, so today I'm going to let Marcia kind of take it away. She's over in Brussels, so it's nighttime over there. It's morning for us. Hey, Alicia, it's a great interview. Glad you popped on. So live streamers on Facebook, thank you for showing up. Feel free to put your comments in there because she will answer your questions. And the recording will be in the Teleart Gathering page on Facebook. So it's facebook.com/Teleart Gathering. For those of you that want some one-on-one live, you can always show up on the Zoom link. We can get up to 50 people on here. And that is, once again, if you go under events on the Teleart Gathering page, you can just click on that link and show up. Your audio will be off and your video will be off, but I have that power to unblock it. And by the way, I'm going to make you co-host, which my students are like, I can't believe it. She's letting her do that. I find if I leave, then you have some power. Oh, I saw those fingers. Do I want her to be co-host? Yeah, that's why I said let her be co-host. Hey, Laurel Moss! Woohoo! Oh, all these great people are showing up. So everybody wants to make a little money, and they are holistic and spiritual people that follow me. So I am going to close my video off, and I'm going to let you take it away. And when I get messages, either from above or Facebook Live or Zoom, then I will pop on in. So take it away, Marcia O'Regan from Brussels.
Hello, everybody. I'm absolutely delighted to be here to share with you about healing your money story to live your divine purpose. So I'm originally from Cork in Ireland, but I've been living here in Brussels for the last 9 years, married to a Frenchman with 3 children. And I help very gifted, beautiful entrepreneurs whose mission is to serve in a big way. It's generally holistic practitioners, light workers, soul coaches. And I got a kind of a download actually in February last year when I was actually receiving a healing. Would you believe? I had the woman that I was actually doing that I was receiving coaching and healing, and I got a download and I was directing her with what I was receiving. And the message I got really was that actually we as light workers, gifted healers, coaches, we are being called upon now to step up in a big way because the world needs us, people need support, and we need to show up. And in order to be able to do that, we need the financial freedom to be able to invest in our businesses, to be able to help people that would be less well off than ourselves. So allowing us to receive and co-create and generate enough money to be able to live from a place of abundance and fulfillment, which is our natural state of being, in a place of joy. And so what I got in this is that actually we all have an inner money or an inner wealth activator. They were the 2 kind of names I've been given. And they're beside our heart. And it's like a chakra. And quite often this activator is either turned off or the energy is very low. If you find that you are not getting, you can either earn money, but you can't seem to keep it. Or you just feel uncomfortable, you can't make enough money in your business, you feel uneasy, charging. So it brings up a lot of emotions. So today what I'm going to do is, I'm first of all going to start maybe by just grounding us, because I was told by my guides one of the key aspects of being able to have money, like attract money and hold on to it. Like, keep it in your life for enough time for it to grow and circulate, and make positive use of it. Then we need actually to be grounded. Money likes us to be grounded. And the other thing that I have been told is that, you know, we have been told, but particularly anyway, the Irish upbringing, we've been told, you know, the money is the root of all evil. You know, money will never make you happy. Money makes you mean. All these little things that have been passed down through the generations. And in fact, that is all false. What money does is it's an energy, and it's like a magnet. So if you're a really loving, giving, caring, generous person, then by having money, and more than enough money, you are going to be able to become even more generous and more loving and more caring. If you're a person that's mean, miserable, negative, and just not able to enjoy yourself, then having money is actually going to make you even more miserable. You won't be able to enjoy spending it. You'll be keeping it. You'll be worrying about losing it. What is the point in having money, for example, in your life, if that's how you're going to be? So it's got nothing to do about the money. It's got to do with the person. So if we can, first of all, just clear that out, that if there's something in your consciousness, or you have, you know, what I'm saying to you, you have heard being passed down through number of generations, then we can just actually, I'd love actually tonight to clear that out and connect in with the feeling of how you are now and how you'd be, even where that's coming from and how you'll be afterwards. Okay?
You know what? When you said about money, that attracting money loves to be grounded, I didn't think of it that way before, but that's your root chakra. And that's the one closest to the earth. So when you state it like that, that's why I love doing these interviews, because you get little ahas. Yeah, L'Oreal Ma says, yes, more love, want to spread more love. So to spread more love, she wants some more money.
Bring it on, bring it on. Now, you see, you can't beat, you know, when there's a crisis, we'll say, in the world, it's great to send out a prayer and send some healing light and all of that. That's all going to serve. But wouldn't it be great on top of that to send $5,000 or $6,000, dollars to an organization that you know that it'll go to the right people, or even just being able to go over and help. So this is what money enables us to do, and this is why Spirit now wants us to stop playing small, get out, earn as much money as we can to circulate it, to keep it moving. Not to keep it inside in a drawer or in the bank, to keep it moving, to help and make a difference. To have days where you'll be earning enough money that you can take a day. And I do that every week. I will do a free session with someone in need who doesn't have the money, who I can help. And that's a great feeling to be able to give from that level. But anyway, let's just connect in. First, before we kind of get going. So we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Breathing in goodness and breathing out anything you want to let go of. Feel your feet on the floor. And as you feel your feet on the floor, you feel this kind of pull of energy from the soles of your feet down into the floor, down through the earth, down into your earth star, which is 16 inches below the soles of your feet. And this is this is your place on earth that's there for you. And we're going to bring that energy down into the Earth Star and beyond the Earth Star down to the center core of the Earth. Now, this is the Mother Earth energy. I'm going to put my phone in silent. And now what we're going to do is, as we have that Earth connection, we're going to call in pure, absolute, divine love to descend down from Source, down into your soul star, which is 6 inches above the crown of your head, down into your crown of your head, into your whole body, into your energy, and into the room that you are in. And actually, this wants to also go throughout your whole home. And we ask that this holds the space for you, heals, guides, and protects you throughout this live stream tonight. And that's for anybody watching the replay, it's the same for you. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to invite the earth energy, the Mother Earth energy that we've connected with, to move up from the center core of the earth into your earth star, in up through the rocks and lava into your feet, and right in through your body, your legs. And you'll feel like a heaviness, a nice heaviness, strong, grounded feeling in your from your hips down to your legs. And this is moving up into your heart. And as it does, the energy from this divine love energy is actually meeting also in the heart. And this energy, the earth and the spirit energy, is mixing together like a vortex in your heart. And this is beginning to move in a circular movement, and it's going through your whole body, your whole cells, grounding you and connecting you to your power, your spiritual power, your earth power, your groundedness. Take a deep breath and release. So what we're going to do now is I'll take my cue, which I got, of really looking at the story that you have been telling yourself, or even that's been passed down, the story that has been passed down to you, and we're just going to observe your current money story. And I want you to connect in with, when you think of your current money story, where are you holding that in your body or your energy? And what color does it represent? Now, anybody, whatever color you get, take note of it. And if you put it in the chat box or put it in the Facebook, then Brenna, you can let me know, and I can give you a bit of insight about what the origin, through the color that you're getting, your money block could be. Now, we're just going to connect in with that. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you two questions. I'm going to ask you the current story level of your money that you're experiencing. Is it all of yours, or is it partly yours and partly either somebody else's or a generational cultural influence? So we're going to take the part that is fully yours first, okay? And we're going to connect in with the color, and we're going to focus on the area of your body that it relates to. And you're going to now blow this out through a divine violet filter. It's transmuting into pure absolute divine love, and then it's being suctioned up into spirit. So we'll begin. We'll have to take, I'll see, at least 3 breaths. Releasing that old story, limiting belief, or whatever has been passed down that you owned. Yeah, we're going to have to go 6 breaths with this one. So just observe and just ground yourself. You might feel a little bit dizzy, but that's okay. Just cross your hands over your knees to just ground you a bit further, and just feel the energy shift. We're not finished yet, okay? This is just part of the process. And so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the part maybe that was passed down from generational stuff. I'm getting it here actually on my right side. Okay, down here. So the color that's associated with that. Oh, this is going back 8 generations, okay? So we're going to connect in with the color and just going to acknowledge what we feel, whatever is coming in. It might be an uneasy feeling or whatever that feeling or word or belief that might be coming in. We're now going to blow that feeling or word, whatever it is, with the color, blow that out through the divine filter. And this time, actually, we're going to send that down 8 generations. And when it gets through the 8 generations, you'll see it's like going down a tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel is a beautiful white light, and the white light takes it. It's transformation, it's transforming here. Blowing the color down the timeline, down 8 generations, until you can only see the white light. This is actually, you're healing on a soul level, in fact. Again. And one more time. Now, what's the polarity, the other side of what you were experiencing? So we want to bring in now the positive. What kind of story do you want to be telling yourself? Whether that is like, I'm worthy enough, money is a reflection of my spirit, money is spiritual, money is life, money is love, whatever that is, whatever's coming, then I want you to connect in with the color that's associated with the feeling that you want to have when you have lots of money just coming to you, and you being in that state of abundance, of loving, of giving, of helping, of co-creating, of enjoying, of dreaming, of synchronicity, of fulfillment. These are all the kind of joy, of liberation, gratitude, freedom, power, but in a positive way, not in a negative way, but choosing, like being in your power and saying, yes, I am here to serve in a bigger way. Enabler, there's enablers here as well. And so whatever color that represents, I want you to breathe that color, first of all, into your heart. Right to the back of your heart. Down into your spine. And now I'm getting support. The energy of support is actually coming in. You are so supported. It's going out through every vertebrae. There's the energy of contentment and ease coming in. Oh, I can feel, ooh, coming back down. Ease. Into every cell of your body, into every atom, every layer of your skin. Feel yourself being filled up with this color. To every organ. Right through your meridians, your nervous system, your endocrine system, your neurological system. And this energy starts to build. This starts now. You can feel the life in this energy. This is living. This is life. The life force through money. It's part of life force. And now we're going to send that out through your energetic field. And we're going to send that down the timeline of the 8 generations. And as it's going down the timeline, it's going down the timeline, but it's moving out like this, and it's healing on a very deep level all ancestral patterns, ancestral connections. Anybody connected on your ancestral pathway are being aligned to this vibration and this energy. This is now like Oh, it feels like we've literally opened up a portal of abundance. I'm seeing loads and loads and loads and loads of green. Green is associated with money. It's the energy of money, but it's associated with abundance. It's associated with healing. It's nature. It's fertility. It's just look at nature. Nature, how abundant nature is. Nature's needs are always met. Our needs are always met. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring that energy and anchor it down to the Earth star. Now, before it's coming into the Earth star, I'm seeing that some of you, we need to clear the Earth star. So we're going to allow that energy, actually. I'm going to, first of all, send that energy out to every part of the world, every country, every city, the whole world. Right, it's going out into every system, clearing away any lack in any of the political systems, education systems, banking systems, anything that does not align from everybody being abundant with money and wealth and opportunity and freedom. And while that's doing, we're letting that doing, I'm letting the spirit to come in and do that, to direct that. We have a whole load of angels and guides and ascended masters after coming in, and they are literally directing that. So what I want to do for you now is, while that's being done, we're going to bring in a beautiful, it's very precise, this one actually. It's violet light, but it's very, 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 it's like a kind of a laser. It's coming into your Earth star, and it's clearing any old energy associated with your money story and what you've been carrying up to this moment. Blow it. Now do you feel the green going boom into that Earth star, and it's expanding down into the center core of the Earth, and I feel celebration. The song, celebration time, come on. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling this energy. Yes, you can do it. You've got it. You can have it. You can celebrate. You can celebrate. And we are going to feel gratitude for this awakening that's just taken place. Great. Now you might have to move your body to get that energy moving. You might have to stand up, stamp your feet, keep moving and getting that energy moving through your body. And what it's going to do, it's going to up-level all your cells, up-level your energy, up-level your body, up-level and align you to the abundant soul that you are. This is what this is about. And this is a celebration of us all coming together and making this happen. We together have opened up this portal of light, together, from a place of love and abundance and joy and liberation.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Woo! I'm going to be playing that song today, baby. That was awesome. You know, there's a couple things I want to bring up because a lot of people are new to this, and this is like really fun for me because we're kind of on the same wavelength, you know, when we hooked up. Like, yeah, my morning prayer was like always Archangel Michael, Blue Flame Angel, Saint Germain, and the Violet Flame. I'm always working with Jesus, and Capra is one of my big guides too. And then Metatron, just that key kept popping in my head. I think you might have a connection with Metatron.
I have, yeah. He's one of my strong guides. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I might too. You told me. So I want to talk a little bit as they've heard about maybe the star above, but not the star below. And also what I was hearing is about generations, because how I learned about clearing generationally was holographic repatterning. It's also now called resonance repatterning. That I was in a class, and when she cleared this lady, the teacher said, if you could see behind you the celebration going on, that
Wow.
she had cleared all these generations back. And I think it's important we talk about that, because people think it's always just them, and it's like they have no idea that you have to get these little clearings, these little sessions, and like that's done. That you cleared it all the way back and forward. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that, and then L'Oreal always shows up, and she gave me some colors, so I'd like to work with her a little bit. Yeah. And then the star under our feet. I didn't know about that star.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, right.
Yeah, and I study a lot of stuff, so that's really cool to me. But what I just saw was it when it was busting apart, it was feeding Mother Earth. The whatever you got rid of, it was like not a bad thing. It wasn't like I was putting toxin in the earth. It was like, oh, well, something's eating that up and is happy with it. So can you talk about those couple little topics?
Absolutely, yeah. So let's first of all talk about the Earth Star, okay? So the Earth Star, again, I was shown that, well, I'm going to talk about a kind of a controversial thing. First of all, I'll tell you the chakras have really changed over the last 10 years, okay? So about 3 or 4 years ago, when I was teaching, I don't do that anymore. It's on hold now for the moment because I'm doing more of the entrepreneurial work. But I was teaching people to be color therapists. And when we started working on the chakras, in fact, I saw that the chakra colors, like the traditional reds for the base chakra, it's not like that for us anymore. Because we have actually grown in consciousness. So all of our chakras are actually different colors. We all have the same base chakras, but they're all different colors for different people, depending on where they are. And during that time, so probably in the last 5 years, this Earth Star came into vision. And the Earth Star is like your play, like if I was to look at the world, every single person on this world has a place made for them. And this is your Earth Star. And it's from this Earth Star is where how you're feeling at any given moment, you're kind of sending that out to the Earth, and the Earth is feeling it. So it's really important to not only ground into that Earth Star, because you're grounding into the essence of who you are on an Earth human level, but also it's one of the main sources where you're connecting with the world. And this Earth Star really is like, for me, it's like, you know, when Cinderella puts on her shoe and there's only one shoe that fits her and nobody else. Well, it's like that. Every single one of us have a shoe like her, and it won't fit anybody else, only us. And this is why we have to stand in to who we are in our Earth Star and ground into it. And this is a very, very liberating. So this is probably taking it to another level. Instead of like knowing we're powerful, instead of owning our power, it's stepping in and being present in the power. This is another level. So starting off by just grounding into your Earth Star and saying, you know what, I have a place on this earth. This is like a part of a home for you, a space for you to come to, a space for you to connect into, and you are connected through the earth, you know, with the help of the Divine Mother, of Mother Earth. And this is what this Earth Star is about. And so once you start connecting into that, you will feel a greater connection with the earth, but also with yourself. Because you know what? Even though we're spiritual beings, we have to make sure that we're grounded fully into the earth plane, so we can do our work in a grounded and a fulfilling way while still having the spiritual guidance and connection.
You know, that is so right on the money what you're saying right there. You know, because one of the things that really gets me is no one seems to be in the now. So when you're saying this, it's like, well, how can you stand in your power if you're not grounded and in the now? And it also is making sense to me with all this stuff going on in the universe. If your star isn't clear, clean, and you're in yours. Now, L'Oreal said her star was spinning out the bad and it filled up with the good.
Great.
So, would you later like to record just that meditation and I can send it out?
Sure, absolutely.
That way there won't be other sounds going on, and I think it's such a powerful meditation. At least it was for me and the colors and stuff I saw.
Yeah.
And do you want to take a couple like questions?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so L'Oreal Moss, she shows up, so I always reward those of you that show up. That's how you get live sessions and clearings, and you can go on your happy day. I want to say thank you because I felt a big relief go when you did that. Oh, goody, she said. So here we go, girlfriend. So she said what at the beginning when you said what color do you see? She saw blue, and then she wrote down generationally. See, guys, that's a big word for me. Country girl, that's a big word. So all the generations, she saw a color gray. So I find that interesting how the color shifted, but I'll let you talk about that. And girlfriend, next time you need to get on Zoom so you can be seen.
Yeah.
Be like this. Yeah, I don't have makeup on. It's okay.
So the blue color was the color that she saw first, or was it the second one?
First color she saw was blue. And then once you did and started talking about the generations, like going, I think at the point when she put this up is when you were going through like the portal to the light. Yeah.
Okay, I know what that was. It's actually not gray that she got. It's a very powerful one. I'll tell her in a minute now. It's platinum she got, which is really, platinum is coming in. It's higher. This is...
Got bumps all over my body when you said that.
Wow. So I'll tell you what the blue is. So the blue actually there's something in that story about being seen, right? So by your current money story, then you don't, you can actually settle saying, I can't be seen, I can't do that. It's this can't conditioning.
Mm.
And so because blue is really one of the blue messages. There's many different messages, but I feel with her specifically, it's got to do with something about being visible. So that was stopping her from being visible and truly, truly being seen for who she really is. Abundant, having money, having this kind of thing of, who does she think she is? Or is she getting above herself and all this type of thing? These are the kind of things that would be kind of keeping her where she is. Now, the amazing thing that you got after that was this kind of gray color. That's actually platinum. And platinum is coming in to the clients I'm working at the moment. I've seen it in the last week in a huge, huge way. I had never seen platinum come in before. It's only come in the last week. Now, this platinum color is meaning business. And so the thing is that this is really connected with... this is actually divine love. And it is all too about balance. So what I would say to her now is that the fact that she has been given this color, first of all, it's the confirmation that she was looking for, like the validation. And platinum as a vibration it's a very, very powerful color. So she has a big mission.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Big mission.
A big mission.
And I want to make a point right now because we've been talking about energy and we felt big energy. Marcia and I did when we get together. It's like poof, we start sweating. So that's okay. And she's like, my connection keeps cutting in and out. I want to explain to you guys several things happening. Is one, there's a lot of energy being channeled into this So right now, that could be part of it for her, all this energy she's picking up.
Yeah.
But it also could be how the dark side likes to mess with you. We know we call them technology gremlins, but when you're around me, and that's maybe why I resonate so much with the Irish people and all that, you know, is the leprechauns.
Yeah. They have a sense of humor, those leprechauns.
Don't worry, I'm recording this and I started typing notes in the chat because in Zoom, when I remember to do that.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, yay! Hey, girlfriend, you want to get on video with her? You want to be seen? You want to stand in your power? Not that I'm calling her out or anything.
No, oh, what a pity.
It's okay, it's okay. How about audio? Are you willing to talk? Not be seen, but to be okay. And you know, that's all right. See, we don't push anybody into anything you're not ready for. And let me see. Okay, there she is. You are unmuted. Go, girl, go.
Hello.
Hi, L'Oreal.
Isn't she beautiful?
How are you ladies doing?
Well, I'm having all kinds of shifts, but it's about you right now because I can talk to her anytime. So let's get you go, and I'm gonna zip off here. I'm gonna let Marcia take over. And is it L'Oreal, Laurel?
L'Oreal, like the makeup.
Okay, well, thank you for not being offended that I pronounce everyone's name wrong.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
My heart is kind. It's just I guess I can't say the names correctly. Okay, I'm out of here and I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay. Right, L'Oreal. So, did that make sense? What came with those two colors?
I missed it because my connection on Facebook, it cut out completely.
Okay.
And so I was able to find the Zoom link, and that's when I jumped on.
All right. So I'll tell you then. So the fact that you got that blue color. So this was your current money, like, you know, your story, like where you were. What was the blocks? The level you were at. And so the main thing there was that it's like, you know, you weren't able to be visible. So what that means, you know, so where you are, then you can say, yeah, you know, well then, you know, it's kind of mediocre. You're here, everything is okay, but you're actually not where you want to be very quickly.
Right.
So this is stopping you from being really visible and free and standing in to be seen actually for who you are. Now, the fact you got platinum is a color that's only come in for the clients that I'm working with probably in the last week or two, right? And so this is really telling you that you have a big mission.
Wow. Okay.
And you have all the resources and all the support now available to you if you are ready to invite it into your life. You are worthy of having an abundant source of wealth in your life. Now, I'm talking about wealth on two levels. I'm talking about inner wealth, like how you're feeling, waking up in the morning and feeling, thank God for being alive. You know, like this feeling of gratitude, this feeling of fulfillment, this feeling like of this is more than happiness. For me, happiness is okay. Like I'm happy. But fulfillment and contentment and joy and love of life, this is a completely other vibration. This is kind of connection. This is really feeling connected. And so from the platinum coming in, it's saying, you know, platinum is it's higher than gold. Like gold is a color that is the highest vibration generally, and it's a color that you can never learn. You earn it. You are now beyond that. You've gone platinum. This is about divine love. It's about balance. So balance is something that's important and necessary for you through this process, okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Right. So when I say about you having your big mission, tell me about your big mission. What is your dream? What's your big dream? What's your big mission?
I want to do empowerment coaching for mothers and daughters, specifically women of color. I've noticed a huge breakdown between the bonding of mothers and daughters and women in general, in the African American community, and it's really painful. It makes me very sad to see. There are not many positive mentors in our community other than those that are on reality TV, and reality TV really isn't reality for many of us. And so I have this desire to help women break the mold and think outside the box, and to help them say yes to themselves.
Wow.
And purposeful and profitable businesses doing things that are not considered normal, doing things that are outside of, that corporate world that many of us are thrust into from such a young age. Because I was told at a very young age to be a lawyer or a doctor because they make a lot of money and you can have a good life. So go to school and get good grades and go to college and get a degree and you'll make a lot of money and be happy. But once I graduated high school, I didn't really care for college. I didn't like school anymore. I wanted to do something else, but I didn't have the support and I didn't know how to go about doing what it was that I wanted to do. And so I want to be a voice for women who feel the exact same way.
Wow, isn't that amazing? So you want to be a voice for women. I just want to repeat that to you. You want to be a voice for women. So this is so interesting because the other side of blue is communication.
Right? Mm-hmm. Brad, I was just like, oh, I've got to get in there, a voice for women. Blue.
That is your thing. You are a voice for women. Do you realize how amazing that is, being the voice for women?
It's intimidating.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I can understand. It's a big mission and it can be overwhelming, right? I can completely relate to that because that's where I was. Mm-hmm. Because I like having this mission to be able to enable, and mainly it's women entrepreneurs, to live their mission. I mean, that's a big thing. So the same with you. You are here. You are being called upon now. What we need to do is we need to think about helping people.
Yes.
It's not taking the focus off of us, knowing every time that we step up, there's going to be discomfort to kind of move through. You can move through it, or you can allow it to stop you. And I feel your message with the platinum is that you are not meant to let it stop you. This is going to be your driver, because when I connect in with that, I connect in with the solar plexus, with the heart. So the voice of women, there's more to that. There is empowerment. You're completely right. But I feel what it is too is about, now, I don't know much about the African community, but I know that they're very traditional, that women had have a place in the home. They're multitaskers. They run everything, but they're never asked what do they want to do.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's time to change that now, and you have the capacity because you got platinum. I mean, platinum. You got platinum to confirm. It's like a stamp now to say you have the permission. You call in your guides, you call in your ascended masters, you call in with whoever you work with, and you just take the next step, right? Okay. So simple step would be that I'm getting that you could do is you could put it out there to say there's an evening talk about the mother and daughter connection. Now, I actually know a lady who I have coached, who's an amazing lady, who's also a Black lady living in the UK. And one of her missions is also around mother-daughter connection. So after this, if you can maybe post in the Facebook group your email or something, and I can put you in touch, because I feel, that mission is a big thing. And if you could find a collaborator or
Yes.
someone on the same vision, like she would be doing like the UK side of the world, like the Europe side, you would be doing, you know,
Yes.
side.
L'Oreal, if you can type it in the chat right there, because when Zoom is done, why I type that is that's my notes, because then it makes chat notes and I can make sure she gets it. And you know what? Also, I'm hearing that loud and clear. When you said one side of the earth and the other side, I saw that big, bold, and bright. And I am telling you, girlfriend, I'm getting God bombs through this, like almost tears of joy for you. This is pretty powerful. And the other thing, not to get you off track or anything, but L'Oreal, you need to show up on Wednesdays with Marie Claire. You need to be on her call next Wednesday because she works with women and in this exact thing, mother, daughter connection, women. So I think she would also be a very good backup source for you. She's another Ireland girl. I don't know. Ireland just has been popping in. They're like, I want to be heard. And I'm like, okay, fine, get on the call. So there you go. I'll make sure I'll send that to you then, Marcia.
Yeah.
So that you have it. Thank you. Guys, see the power? I think this is meant for everyone to see the power of showing up.
Yes.
And being visible. Being visible. Like, look, it's got, if I wasn't visible, if Brenny wasn't visible, we wouldn't be able to help the amount of people. So just focus. At the beginning, it'll get a bit uncomfortable, but you know what? After a while, you're going to get so much enjoyment. Like, it's going to fuel you. And people need, like, there's no doubt that women and daughters, can you imagine if women, mothers and daughters came together and you said to your daughter, you know, and you know what? It has to be through us as mothers. We can't talk about this anymore. We have to do it.
Well, you know, the thing about it is, you know, women always are wearing many, many hats, but especially in America, the Black women, they pick up all the extra. They are many single mothers and they're working several jobs. They're going to church. I mean, in America, I know you don't know a lot about it here, but her mission is way bigger than you could even imagine. And I've got to make a comment on, in your picture, you are wearing the color blue. So it's like your soul talking to you. And in Feng Shui, the color blue is water, and the water element stands for your flow, your journey in life, or your career, as we say in the Western world. So the color blue to me was loud and clear to me, to Marcia, and now hopefully you're picking that up too. So there you go. I'm going to jump back off, but when I get downloads, you know, I just got to talk.
Thank you.
So what I'd invite you to do in this story, now you have, because, you know, now you have verbalized it. And so when we verbalize things as well, it does have power. But what I'd like you to do is, if you haven't done it already, is I want you to write down the mission, like who you want to serve. Okay, you said mothers, no, but the impact, how you want to bring that in, because what you're doing then is you're writing that into the codes of the universe, and then all you'll do then is you'll just invite that platinum to support you in this endeavor, to support and help you. And you're going to do this from a state of flow. And I got this like this morning. I know it was the beginning of the week. I set the intent that this week I was inviting flow into my life. I got it because it was raining here on Monday morning in Brussels, and usually there's traffic everywhere. And I saw that actually I flowed to drop my little girl to creche. I thought, so I'm inviting flow into my life this week, and it has been flow. And for you to be able to do your work, because it's so big, start with the flow. Okay. So with flow, you're following, all you're doing is you're taking the next step. Show me the next step, you'll take the next step. You are going to be supported here. And I really feel, this is so interesting, I don't know, I feel the Divine Mother is here to help you. This is Divine Mother energy, and Divine Mother and Aisling actually, who'll be on, I think, tomorrow night. We both work together. We do our own thing, but we come together and we do different events, and we both channel the Divine Mother. And I feel with you now that you are the Divine Mother is guiding you. So Call on the Divine Mother for the guidance. She's supportive. She's loving. She's nicely pushy as well. Call that in just to see how it feels for you.
You know what's great about that? Think about what you're saying, Divine Mother, and what is her mission? Her mission is mothers and daughters and connection. So that certainly makes sense to me. Divine Mother would show up, and yeah, I feel that energy too. Real big.
Yeah.
Yay! How wonderful!
No more doubting. You have got your confirmation. You can do it. You wouldn't be given the task if you weren't doing it, if you weren't able to do it. You are more than able. There'll be just be open to synchronicities now to happen. Watch this space.
So L'Oreal, you and I should hook up after, sometime like next week, maybe when things calm down for me, and we'll Zoom together where it's just the two of us, and I can help you make a plan, and I can help you start your mission, because I'm a live streamer. My mission is really to be out there in front of people, and it's not about me, even though I have a whole lot of knowledge going on. I'm like this bridge. It's like I find the people, or the people find me, and then I put them in front of the world. So I got a lot of stuff working behind the scenes, also with stuff. So I think you should hook up with me, and we could always get on a call with Marcia. She's actually going to be doing, she didn't know it until I said this morning, but her and Aisling are going to be doing a live Q&A next week. All the speakers are. To me, get your mission written down, call in Mother Mary, whoever it is else you want to work with, and then get on the Q&A, and between the two of them and you, I think, oh man, God bumps everywhere. That's powerful. Then you and I get together and we make a plan for your next step. That's how I see it working. What about you? You see it too?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because what the great thing
is that we'll be doing the energy work, the preparation, and then it's bringing it into the physical. And this is where Brenny comes in.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Physical, making it seen, making it visual, making it in the earth in earth physical form. You've got this. I'm so delighted. This is great.
Yay! That's why we do this stuff. And you know what though? I want to thank you, because you took action. You showed up for the live stream. You listened to the live stream. You communicated in the chat box, as the other side of the world calls it. We're like comment box. We're like, put your name in the chat box, and it's like, okay. In the chat box, she communicated on live stream, but then she was smart enough. Her soul said, you need to get on the Zoom and get one-on-one. So you are already a model for women to stand in their power and to get outside of their comfort zone, because I'm sure you were nervous coming on here.
Yes.
What's Brenny gonna do? Is she gonna throw me in front of everyone? Well, yes, in a way. So that you are already on your mission and modeling it for everyone. So this is fabulous, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much. This was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I have noticed a huge shift in my energy, especially after having my daughter. I just had a baby on Saturday.
Oh my God. Congratulations. I gotta follow her and look at pictures.
Amazing.
So this has been great. I feel like there's just so many major energy shifts and downloads and things happening. So this is right on time. So I appreciate both of you for doing this. I'm really happy and very excited.
Look what you're doing for your daughters. You have 2 daughters, right?
3 now.
3!
Wow, 3 amazing girls. Wow.
So look what you are doing. And I know get validation, because it's like people call them goosebumps. I'm like, I ain't no goose. I'm getting God bumps. It's like he touches you, he's so high vibrating. You're like, zzz. And that's validation for me that you are really on the right path. But we got to talk. I already got a plan for you. So I've already got the earthly thing planned out.
Right. But I believe as well, when you're pregnant and when you've also given birth, you are a goddess. You are holding and carrying the goddess energy. And
wow,
I've been found, because I have 3 kids as well. I have 3 under 6. My youngest is 2, and I found after my 3rd one, this is when this is when I really, really, really owned and was present in my power.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel for you, how come you were, you showed up despite having a baby a few days ago, 3 children, 3 girls, there's something in this, this is completely the right time. And we're starting a new cycle, a 9-year cycle. It's all divinely ready for you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
I should have queued up some celebrate music. I will do that next time. So you know what? Play that music today and celebrate. Celebrate you and celebrate your future. What did you say? You had used some different words that I'm going to go back and listen about when you write it down. I always see it like as a contract with the universe. You use some different wording I like, but it left.
Yeah, it's kind of like that you're writing it into the like the fabric of the universe, like weaving
it in the web.
Into the web, yeah, weaving it into the universe, yeah.
L'Oreal, you know what our symbol for this is we have 2 of them. One is weaving of the web. When you go to the TELART Gathering page, you see all these people weaving the web.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we chose to do is we've co-created this together. We put our energy in together. And then the vortex energy bridge, the colors of the chakra, I was talking to Marcia right before our call, and I said, it just gets more clear. And then today her talk was exactly what I envision is you got the chakra rainbow vortex. So that's like Marcia going out there into the field, into the matrix, and getting information for you or whoever it is on the call. And this works for everybody. People, you're getting shifts and attunements right now. God bumps, God bumps. So she goes out there and brings it down the chakra rainbow vortex, and she anchors it on the earth. And that's why when she was doing the start stuff, I'm like, it was really powerful. It's like, oh, we're really, really anchoring. So her interview is anchoring this energy, and then you, just like the arc, is you are going across that rainbow bridge by using the information that you're gathering here, and the arc is you. When I say the bridge, that you take them by the hand, the listeners by the hand into the arc, the arc is your vessel. It's you. And so you are like the poster child of what and why I do the TELART Gathering. So woohoo!
But I'm going to put you with Gail, and I think you and Gail will definitely connect.
Wonderful. I'm so excited. Thank you both so much.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Amazing, amazing.
And do you see why you show up for these calls is because the title was about money, but it goes so much further because money is just a story and a vibration, but it's what you do with it. And whenever somebody talks about money and you're talking about doing good in the world, you have 3 kids. So to have money, that gives you freedom to be with your kids. That gives you the freedom to not go to that low vibration of worry about money. And also that you can send them to summer camp. You can send them to go see their grandparents across the United States, that type of thing. That's how you got to start viewing money, because the old story is the old story, and we're not playing in that low vibration where 80% of the world is right now. We're popping above that, and we're writing a new story because we can, because that's why we're here. So this is really, really exciting for me, for you. I'm so happy for you. Yay.
Great.
Okay. Well, boom. There's our hour time. But let's talk about real quick the thank you gift and the special offer. And guys, in about 2 hours, I'll have her page and the videos recorded and everything up. And for those of you that have registered for the TELART, you'll get an email. For those of you that haven't, I still share all this information. I will post it under events on the TELART Gathering page under Marcia's event, so that you can easily find a link to her speaker page, find out more about her. So let's talk about that thank you gift you put together today. Marcia, take it away.
Well, in fact, you're getting 2 gifts now. So I will do that recording of the anchoring, With
I
pleasure, no
feel
problem.
it's so powerful, and
Yeah.
but people easily get distracted, and that, you know, it's like I heard a bing and I'm like, oh, somebody just went, you know, chasing their cell phone or checked out, and it's
Yeah.
so powerful. That's what. Thank you for doing it.
So I'll do that. And then the other thing I have actually is it's called a rainbow tonic. It's a meditation that I've heard great feedback. I've had people, you know, who've had insomnia, who after listening to it a few times literally had no more insomnia, but it's really connecting in with all of the colors of the rainbow. We need all the colors in our bodies and in our energy in order to be in top form. So this is kind of like a top up. So it's very good to kind of keep you in a very good vibration. So you get that access free. And then I have a very good special offer. I have the Inner Wealth Activator. Now this Inner Wealth Activator is a 7-day video program where every day you get a video, and it's preparing you to activate your very own inner wealth activator. And you also get access to a private Facebook group, and I come in intuitively and I do Facebook Lives around money. So it could be clearing fear or guilt, or I've got guidance actually this week to come in and do resetting. It's like, you know, when you have a certain weight point, no matter what, you have a kind of certain weight level that you always seem to have, and you go on holidays and you might eat too much, but you come back and you start eating properly again and you go to that level. It's the same with money. So it's really important to be able to reset your money level so that you can have more money. So that's what I'll be actually doing in the group next week. And I tend to run this like every 2 months, because sometimes, you know, it's all about layers. People just need to keep doing this. And you get a workbook as well with that, and you have lifetime access. So when I'm constantly adding content, you get access to the content. And so that's normally $297. But for everybody in the ARC, then you get it for $149. So half price. So that is it. Yes.
Wow. That's an excellent praise. Now, what I love also about you is that you give them the tools, because everybody's around the world in a different place, and you're a mother with 3 kids. That doesn't mean you can always show up for a live call, which that's why it's awesome you do. But doing the videos that they can watch them, but having an intuitive is really awesome, because you get hits on you guys all the time. So that's why I love putting these people in front of you. And like she said, oh, she was getting the download to reset, that we needed to do some reset in the group. Also to have lifetime, so once you get in, you get access to her all the time. That's really powerful. Thank you very much for the US dollar amount, because I'm out there Googling, well, what's the difference now in prices over there?
I think it's more or less the same actually as euros, to be honest.
It's
now.
1.08. You know I'm a number cruncher, girlfriend. I mean, I'll stay home and watch Vedic mathematics tapes instead of go out. My friends are like, you're such a geek. And I'm like, well, everything's a number, because everything's energy, sacred geometry, everything's a number. But people have fear of numbers because of money. So this is really awesome. This call could really be called How to Stand in Your Power and Change the World. That's lovely. The dollar amount, but that's how you attract people. I don't know where that came from. Up there somewhere. Oh.
Oh, it was lovely being here. Really lovely, and I'm honored and delighted to have spent the time this evening with you all.
And I want to tell you about taking action and going with your intuition, and then I will, close down these calls. You stay on. I'll talk to you for a minute. I ended up finding Marcia because I had asked about, Facebook is always changing its algorithms and getting in front of the right people. And all of a sudden, Inga had posted an organic Facebook and how many people she got. I have no idea how I found her. I don't think she was my friend. It popped up right after meditation. Well, I do know how I got it. They put it in front of me. And then I messaged her and about something else I'm doing, the online university for holistic entrepreneurs that I'm launching with other coaches. And she goes, I wasn't going to post it. And then I kept getting told to post that. Okay, so I connect with her. She connects me with you. You connect me with Aisling. And if I wouldn't have paid attention to that one post on Facebook about organic traffic, that's how I ended up getting you. You get on here and you can change. You already are changing L'Oreal, and L'Oreal changes the world. That's why I do this. And that's an advice to take action, because what's the worst thing that happens? You get on a live call and it changes your life. Wow. So good.
What a great way to end.
I'm going to close the live stream down on Facebook first, because it takes a minute. There we go. And I just want to say thank you for showing up to everybody who shows up on these calls. It's so powerful, and I'm so happy, and you can see why we do it. So we'll say goodbye for now. I'm going to stop the recording on Zoom.